Alright, I want to talk about Infinite Warfare Beta, my thoughts and opinions on the game, the beta, the servers, the gun, the maps, the kill streaks, everything. So let's get it kicked off. Let's get this thing started. First of all, I want to talk about the maps. For Infinity Ward to have 3 years to make this game, I'm really disappointed in the maps. I'm really disappointed in the game in general. But overall, I think it can be a fun game if they fix the server issues. The first weekend of the beta, they had terrible server issues. You would see people and you would be dead. You wouldn't even have a chance. Now it seems to be a little more fair. There's still moments, especially with the snipers. The snipers are overpowered. And always, the combat rigs, just like Specialists in Black Ops 3, seem to have extra health, or they seem to see you first. It doesn't make any sense, and you're almost instantly dead, especially the Eraser. They need to nerf that gun bad. I'm all over the place already in this commentary, but what I want to say is the maps in Infinite Warfare, in my opinion, are terrible so far. I hope that they're saving the best for last, but why would you save the best for last? You want to go ahead and throw your best foot forward on a beta, especially like 1 or 2 of the maps that they gave us. They gave us 4 altogether, including a remake Terminal, which we already knew that. I actually like the way Terminal plays when you're playing against, pretty decent people that move and don't camp. But the maps, I give them very negative feedback, just because they're 3 lanes, but there's 30 entrances to everywhere, especially on that one small map. It's just chaos. It's unorganized chaos is what it is. It's very aggravating, just because you can't stay alive. It's so hard to stay alive unless you zone one area, and that's the way that you're going to have to play in this game. You're going to have to zone an area, and it's pretty much like that in all Call of Duties to stay alive and do very well. But the map design in general is more like Advanced Warfare, and I was not a fan of Advanced Warfare's map. And so, like, a lot of metal, a lot of buildings, and a lot of futuristic stuff. No trees, no outdoors type environments, and that's what I like. I like outdoor environments, kind of like War. And of course, this game isn't like War. This is like it's like 3000 War or something. I don't even know what year it takes place in, but it's something like that in the far, far future. And it's just too techy. Is that even a word, techy? But it's too much tech involved in the game. It takes away the fun factor, in my opinion. The guns actually feel pretty good. That's where I like the style of the guns. I like the way they shoot. I like the feedback, the hit markers they give. I do think the names of the guns, they're okay. They're taken from Ghost, I believe. A lot of the guns there's an actual Ripper variant, same as Call of Duty Ghost. The snipers are way too strong right now. I haven't even messed with the shotguns. I was mainly sticking with the assault rifles and the submachine guns. I really do think this map design is going to be based around submachine gun play, but you can play the outsides of the map with an assault rifle and do well. Snipers, you can do anything. You can quick scope. Quick scoping is back in Infinite Warfare. So that's how I feel about the guns so far. I like the guns. The guns are a positive. The perks are a positive. I just wish the tacticals and the lethals. There's way too many lethals. Way too many. We don't need 8-10 different variants of grenades that can kill you any which way and whatsoever. The game overall is a copy of Black Ops 3 and Advanced Warfare. I think that's the general census of everybody who's played it so far and has played those previous games. I just don't know why they took 3 years to copy those 2 games. I thought Infinity Ward was going to be a whole new game. I figured it was going to have something new. I wish they would have brought back the specialist support and assault streaks instead of having just one set of score streaks and having combat rigs. I wish they would have got rid of combat rigs altogether. That's a Black Ops 3 thing. I wish they would have just kept the Pick 10 system for creator class. That would have been fine. Kept that. Put in those 3 strike packages from Modern Warfare 3. The game would have been great in my opinion. I don't know why that on the certain guns you can only get the nuke on certain gun variants. I don't like that. I think that's going to get very old, especially when everybody's going to be using the MV4 Fallout or the Havoc version of the submachine gun, or EBR 800, whatever that variant is. That's going to be very tough to compete with. So to even get de-atomizer strikes in this game is going to be very tough to get that with those few guns. I don't know why. It's just on those certain variants. That's going to kind of get boring quickly. and it's gonna make me use that one gun all the time to try to go for it, because I'm the type of guy who likes to go on long streaks. I like to go on Moabs and get DNA bombs, which I never did because Advanced Warfare is crap. But you know what I'm saying, Chem Strikes, got a few Chem Strikes. I like to go on long streaks and get that and call it in. It makes me feel good. That's what I like doing in the game. The longer I stay alive, the more fun I have. And with chaos like that, and then with, you know, forcing you to use one gun for the variants just to get a nuke, I do not like that. The variants, I hate variants. I hated it in Advanced Warfare of guns. It's so unfair that you can just get lucky out of a supply drop and get a great gun, and you don't even put that much time in the game, or you have to build the gun. And so the more you play, the better you are. I mean, that's basically what it is. The more you play, the more time you put in, you're gonna have a better gun, and you're gonna crap on people who only gets to play every once in a while. I think that's very unfair. I don't like that model. I don't like that business model at all. Game model, whatever you want to call it. The score streaks that I've used, terrible, really, honestly. They're just a copy of Black Ops 3, Black Ops 2 a little bit. I mean, no individuality at all for Infinity Ward, and which I was really having high hopes, because I like Infinity Ward games more than Treyarch games, actually. I like their style, but they let me down right here, because honestly, it's just a copy of Black Ops 3, and I'm not really sure why. But I'm starting to like the game a little more. The servers, the second weekend that the beta was up, they started playing a little bit smoother, and the hit detection was a lot better. The maps are really going to dictate what this game's going to be like when the full release. If the maps are better than what the beta shows, it might be a good game. I wouldn't say it's going to be a great game, but really it's going to get boring fairly quickly, because it's so much like Advanced Warfare and Black Ops 3, and we just had those two games the last 2 years. I was hoping for something new, but this is just my beta review, so who knows, when when Infinite Warfare really comes out and I get my hands on everything they have to offer, then I'll make another review or talk about it a little bit. But this is just for me, so I can come back and listen to it, see what I thought, see what changed, and all that good stuff. So I hope it's a good game. But Battlefield 1 is actually a really fun game to play too, and I'm on it right now. I'll see you guys later.